I'm missing my AirPods. Would you mind grabbing them? They're over there.
Yeah.
Satnam. Happy Thursday, everybody. Happy New Year also, as I have not been on this group, I believe, as of yet this year. Thank you. So today we are going to on something that a lot of people have been asking me about. And it is something also that my girls and I, my daughters and I, have been doing every year. And also something that has become a really powerful practice for myself. You might see the table move back and forth a bit as I have both my children here next to me. And so, let me make sure my phone is not going to die because I feel like it might. So anyhow, we are going to work with vision boards in order to really create that intention of what we want for our home and for our life. And I have a really cool way in which I do these vision boards. But give me 1 minute because I want to go ahead and charge my phone. I feel like it's going to die, so give me 1 second. Let's see. This cable. You want to say hi while I do this? Introduce yourself? Or you don't? It's okay, you don't have to. This might not reach. Okay, keep holding, I'll be right back. Did the light turn off?
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me that. That and that. Okay, now we're in business. Okay, so anyways, thank you for the patience. Adri says, hola Emma, hola Luna. Did you guys say hi? Hi. We have very shy people here today. Oh, there you go. Okay, so anyways, as I was saying, if you're not familiar with my community support group, The Path of Beauty, last month, well, for the last 2 months in December and November, we talked about vision boards and we talked about, you know, what really makes a vision board successful and meaningful. And part of that came because I shared how for the first time in my life, pretty much, everything that I had on my vision board for 2020 came to become a reality. And I really, really love that because it's a testament to intention setting. And a lot of times I think people create vision boards because it's fun, and they are, or because they look beautiful, which they can be, or also because they have all these wishes and desires and you know, New Year's kind of resolutions. But if those intentions are not well planted, it's like a seed. If you water it too much, it doesn't grow. If you don't water it enough, it doesn't grow. And if you're not sure on why you're planting what you're planting, if you're not sure of what you're placing on that vision board, and if you're also not realistic about it, then, you know, it doesn't come true because it's not just fairy magic that happens with those vision boards. In my experience, sure, there is a lot of magic in them, absolutely. I mean, there's nothing more magical than looking at that vision board at the end of the year and going, wow, I did all of that. All of that happened. And it happened because of this divine, beautiful, universal, you know, destiny, you know, for our lives, but also because I did it, because I worked hard at it, because I was a part of it. And so I decided that I would create this short little video, hopefully short, I don't know how long we'll be here, but I'll keep it up on you can watch it as a replay later on. But I wanted to do it also because my children really were excited about it. And they love doing this. Last year we did this together, and we talked a little bit about why did some things come true and why did some things not come true. And so I'm going to go into that in a moment. But also really quick, I want to tell you that the way in which I do these vision boards is all based on the same energetic mapping I use to design your home. So the same exact way in which I create this energy map related to 9 specific areas of your life, I do the same thing with your floor plan. And so it becomes really even more powerful to have this vision board and really also use it as a piece of art for your home, because it doesn't have to be something you tuck in the closet, which is actually really important that you don't. It's very important to have it present in your day-to-day and really send it all your energy looking at it every day. So that's tip number 1, is make sure you have it in a place where you see it all the time. That's part of visualizing something. It's envisioning yourself as if it is coming to be true, as it is already true. And so really important that you keep it visible, but also it's important that you make it beautiful. So it doesn't need to be just, a piece of cardboard from the dollar store that you don't feel proud of displaying. And you can use a cardboard, and I'm going to show you how, but you can also make it beautiful so that it fits into the aesthetic of your home. And so is there anything else I want to say about that? Oh, I was saying that we use the same energy map as your house. And so inside of My Interior Design Academy, if you haven't checked it out, make sure you do. I'll put the link below. We work all on planting those intentions like long term for your entire life and your entire home based on where the energy centers are. And so this vision board is a wonderful exercise that you can use while you're in the academy, while you're in the course, to give it even more potency, to make it all happen. Okay, so we're gonna get started. I'm just gonna ask you real quick if you don't mind to close that door back there so that we don't get extra noise in the background. So to get started, what are some things that you need? I'm gonna go through like the materials that you need real quick. You need a candle. I like to have a candle for each person who is doing the vision board. So in this case, I have 2 because both Luna and Emma, my daughters, are going to be doing it with me. You want to have scissors for everybody. You want to have some glue. You want to have a bunch of just old magazines. I was surprised by how difficult finding good magazines it is nowadays because everything is digital. But you want to have some good magazines. We asked our neighbor today and she had some. So just, go around, find some magazines. And then you need, a board on which you're going to have your vision board. So this is something I want to spend a little bit of time sharing with you about. So like I said, it's important that you make it look beautiful. So there's so many creative ways to display your boards. Would you mind bringing those 2 so I can show them? So one way is any clipboards, like any really cool like office sort of supply stores. I got this one at Home Goods a long time ago. Thank you. I'll get it in a minute. And so this one is just like a wooden board where you're supposed to be able to just clip on notes or pictures or whatever. I love using this one to actually glue things on. I used this one last year for my other vision board. This is another one that I have, a spare one that Luna's going to use this year. So it looks really beautiful when you display it, and you can make it match your decor. Another simple way is the cardboard idea I mentioned before, right? So this is just a piece of cardboard from the dollar store. This is actually my oldest daughter's vision board from last year. But one way in which you can spice it up and just make it fit your decor, would you grab that one over there, honey? The silver one? You can make it fit your decor is by framing it, right? So you can create the vision board on the cardboard.
Sophia painted this
She
one
did.
with Emma.
And so then you can frame it on a pretty picture frame like this, a big one. So you can take the mat out and then you frame it. And so you can display it anywhere. And then the last option is, I don't know what these things are called. Is it like a pinboard maybe? Yeah, and so these are just fabric and foam inside. So you could just pin it if you wish. I've done it like that before. I do prefer to glue it on. I feel like it's a little bit more solid. But nonetheless, you could easily make it with the cardboard and then just attach it onto a frame like this, and then there you have it. You can display it. And then of course you can choose your color scheme if you want to only have pictures that are neutral colors, or if you want to have really bright colors like she did on that one. So there's just a lot of room to be creative with it, but I wanted to make that an important part of the information that I share with you, because I think people assume that a vision board doesn't look really good. You know, or I've seen some where people don't really spend a lot of time with them, and so they're kind of fun, but they're not like something you feel proud of, like a piece of art, like a work of art that you feel proud of. And so anyways, that's that part. And so then the next part, which is really important, is we want to, guys, can we settle down so we can really get grounded? You want to create a space that feels sacred, that feels quiet. This is an activity that you do with time, with patience, with joy. It's not something that's meant to be done fast and just sort of like get it out of the way. So the way we start is by lighting our candles. So I like, yeah, in a minute. I like to start by just closing our eyes first. So let's go ahead and do that, girls. Closing our eyes. And taking 3 really, really deep breaths to center ourselves. In through the nose and out through the mouth. And so we're going to go ahead and light our candle. Our candle is really meant to become this prayer for these beautiful visions that we have from our heart. This is not something we're going to do with our head, where we just think of what we want. This is really important to feel what we want for our year, right? This is about what are we creating for this next year of our lives, from when you're 7 to when you're 8. Or when you're 8 to when you're 9, from when you're 11 to when you're 12, right? This is a full year that we're dreaming of, so we want to make it meaningful. So
also when you're 34 to when you're 35.
Yes, totally.
36.
35 to 36, that's me. Totally. Okay, so here's your candle to light up.
I love lighting up candles. Can I light Emma's too?
No, she lights her own. Each person lights their own candle. So we light our candle. There we go. I'm really taking the time to do so. And then we're going to put them away so that they're not in the way, so that we can focus on what's in front of us. So real quick, and you guys have been super patient, I want to draw for you the 9 areas in which we focus on. And what we're doing today is this sort of version of vision board that I sort of came up with last minute to do with you guys. But the system that I use is the same I've been using for a long time. So prior to sitting down to actually tape things on the board and cutting them or whatnot, you're going to have this chart with, wait, how many is that? My math, lovely. 9 squares, right? They don't have to be exact, but these 9 squares are all energetic areas within your home. If you've seen the Bagua mop that I use inside of the academy. If you've been a part of the Interiors Design, Sacred Interiors Design Academy, you know all about this. And so basically there's 9 energetic areas here. And I'm gonna write them down really quick. One is wealth. Another one is fame and reputation. The other one is romance, children and creativity. If you need help with these, yeah, I can always send you this chart. There's the bottom one, travel and friends. We have the center area, which is a general well-being area, career area. What is this one down here? Wisdom. And then last but not least, family. Okay, so those are the 9 areas. The bottom here is career. The middle one is well-being. Up here is fame and reputation. To the left here is wealth, family, wisdom. And then down here is travel and friends, children and creativity, and romance. And I'm gonna do a deeper workshop into all of these things. But for today, and because you're doing them with your children, you can just start thinking about, or because I'm doing it with my children, I just want to bring light to think of these areas of your life. So wealth and prosperity is all about, this is for you girls, is all about abundance, money, experiences. It's about feeling, positive, right? And then our fame and reputation area is all about our integrity, how other people see us, how well known we are for specific things in the world. It's not just about being famous or anything like that. It's about how other people see you. Then there's the area of romance, which for children, it can be about love, just in general, a feeling of love with yourself, love with your family, with your parents. Our children and creativity areas, all about creativity, art, learning, right? The middle is well-being, which is a general feeling of peacefulness, of harmony. Family is all about this, right? Our connection to family. Wisdom and knowledge is all about what you learn, right? Learning the things that you want to learn. Wisdom, like your spiritual connection. Your career is really, let's say, about your school for now, but for adults, it's really about your profession, your business, your work, and then we have travel and friends. So that's kind of like a little insight on that. I'll send the chart. If you're an adult, you're going to want to write that down first. Make a list of those things, right? What is it that you really desire for those times in your life? But for the sake of time, I'm going to go into this later with another video this week. But so to start, guys, we're going to leave the glue here because we don't yet need it. But we do need our scissors. So you each can get your scissors.
Where's my pink one?
I want you guys to start going through these magazines, right? And really make sure where you're at with your heart. This is all about your heart, right? Really feeling into what you're doing. So we're going to start looking at these magazines and start thinking and feeling what it is that you want this year. What do you want to do with your year? About your friends, about your school. What do you want to learn about? What kind of experiences in the world do you want to have? Do you want to be around nature? Are you craving time with your friends? Are you craving time with your family? Are you craving time with, your pets, right? Really start thinking and feeling, more importantly. And then you can start cutting what it is that you see. Yeah. And so just start cutting a bunch of pictures first. And then at the end, what we're going to do is we're going to glue them on. As we go into this year, next week on Tuesday, I am doing my community call, my community support group call, and we're going to go into using our imagination as self-prophecies and using these visualization exercises as an opportunity to attract that with our own energy. And it's a really beautiful exercise that I have planned for you guys. So if you're interested in joining, let me know. It's a free community call. This month we're doing it kind of like workshop style. This one? Yeah. And then we are going to make a list of the dreams and the visions, the things that we want, that we feel are really possible, that, you know, are just sort of like these goals we have, kind of. And then we're going to make a list on the things. Yeah. You found this in a magazine. So this is actually a vision come true for us. It was published in this magazine. We're not allowed to cut it though, because it's a special memory, but it's a story of mindful birthing. This is a blissful way.
This is us.
A blissful way to give birth by me. And this is when you were born, Luna.
Me?
Yeah. So this is a birth story of Luna.
This is me now.
Yeah. You've grown so much.
And Emma and Mom.
So anyhow, we're going to make a list of those things, and then we're going to make a list of what feels more possible, right? Things that feel very doable. And then we're going to make a list of things that feel impossible. What are those things that feel impossible? And I want you guys to think of that too as you're going through the magazine. Is there anything that feels like, no, impossible? There's no way I'm going to be able to do that, but you really want it. That's a really powerful thing to come in and bring it up. Cut it out. Cut it out. And let's tune into that, and we'll process, and we'll really transmute that old belief system of thinking that we can't do something, or that something feels impossible, because the truth is it's all possible. Thank you guys for being here. There's so many new people here. Thank you for joining us with this vision board family night that we are
Do you want this
doing.
real quick?
Yes.
Look which one I got. Surfing, because I want to surf more.
All right, a picture of surfing, yeah. So we're gonna make a little pile of all those pictures. I'm gonna cut some that I think will be beautiful here, and then you guys can choose from there if you wish.
Oh, excuse me, Mama.
Yeah.
I want to see the Emma. Which one's the one with the flower back? I don't know.
The flower on the back?
That was one I was
Is it
gonna
this
get.
one? Is it this one? So a lot of these pictures, there's many different ones that we can share. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let these kiddos take their time and process this, and then I'm gonna go ahead and post a picture of their final vision board at the end if they're okay with it, and if not, I'll show you mine. And I'm gonna go ahead and post the energy map chart down here so that you guys can see it. And so just go through each of those areas of your life and write down really what I like to do first, and I talked about this before, is I write down what are the things that are not working about that specific area of my life, and what are the things that I really do want. And then from the things that you want, you know, recognize a picture within these magazines that resonate with that thing you wrote. And then what I like to do is I fold the little list of all the things I want for those areas, and I just tape it to the back of the vision board. And then when you display it, you see it, and at the end of the year, you're going to go into that board and really go through each of the pictures and, you know, reflect upon which of these things came true and why did they come true, and then reflect on which did not come true and why did they not come true. and really just use each year as an opportunity for self-reflection and accountability for your life, because this is how you design your life. You first really sit to feel it, think about it. This is the same way you design your home. You design from inside out in this Sacred Interiors way, because you sit first with the contrast of what you don't like, of what you don't want, and then you create this list of things that you want. And then I always say design is nothing but a set of decisions. So throughout the year, you get to make these decisions and you get to make these choices that take you closer to that vision or take you further away. And so we'll go deeper into those things maybe at another time. But for now, I feel like that's a good instruction for all of you. Adriana asks, are we also putting on the vision board the things that we want but look so impossible? No, not yet. Okay, great question. So the things that feel impossible, you're gonna write them down. And you can write them down now, and if you want. We're gonna go into the little workshop, and it's more of like an embodiment practice for you to be able to transform those things that feel impossible now to make them feel possible. But that's a bit of a different instruction. So for the vision board right now, don't get into what feels impossible just yet. That's kind of something you can sit down and write about. But on the vision board, we're only taping or gluing those things which we know are possible, and we're just so ready to make happen this year. So I hope that that's helpful. I'm gonna post the chart down here and the link for the Path of Beauty support group for next week, where we're gonna go into those questions. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much. Satnam.